you know, calling Hasan a misogynist when I don't even know him like that, it might seem a little mean. However, I am at my limit. I have had it up to here with him. He likes to come off as some sort of feminist ally and women's rights icon, and I won't deny that he has done good things for women. He raised a lot of money for abortion. However, he is also an avid defender of sex work and the sex trade industry and pornography too. You know, just watching porn, it's not a criminal offense. I wouldn't be making a video if it was just that. However, he speaks, I wouldn't even know, he often speaks about pornography, and he features porn stars and sex workers on his stream. He's really promoting it, you know, he really loves it. I remember he said something about Japanese porn, that he was annoyed how censored it was. He wanted to see genitals, and right after that he said Japanese porn, from what he's seen, is all a rape fantasy. It's all about someone being molested, and I do think that's interesting to follow up something like that with. And you know, some people they will say porn is not so bad. It doesn't hurt anyone. However, this is not true. This generation of teenage boys and girls, they're the first to grow up with unfiltered, unhindered access to pornography, and this has definitely shaped how they view sex, how they view each other. It has created a lot of vitriol in boys and men toward women. It has made them think that abuse during sex is good and normal, and it has made teenage girls think that that abuse during sex is what will happen if they do it. They will without fail be abused, because this is all they see in porn. This is what they expect. This is their first exposure to sex. Moving on from the porn, Hasan is also a sex buyer. You know, he went to a brothel a couple years back where he had sex with a prostitute. And you know, a lot of people's main arguments for prostitution is that it's necessary because not all men can get girlfriends, not all men can seduce women or whatever. They may be ugly or something. Hasan isn't that. Hasan brags often about how much sex he has had. He has no problem finding a partner to have consensual sex with. But he purposely sought out prostitutes for no good reason. Not that there is any good reason at all. But there was no reason. He wanted to have sex with a prostitute for some reason. And the thing about prostitution and having sex with a prostitute is that you can never really know how much she is really consenting to it. If you believe that money can buy consent, then fine, but you also have to admit that even though she may have consented to it, that does not mean she wanted it, or that she liked it even. You don't know what she's thinking, because she essentially does not have a choice other than to participate in it, because she needs to make a living. This is her job. And many people like Hasan will say that, okay, whatever, it's just another job. All labor under capitalism is like this. It's all exploitative. However, this when it comes to sex, it's uniquely exploitative, because not only does it narrow you down to your most intimate parts. Having sex when you don't want to, it's deeply violating and deeply hurtful. It can harm you physically and mentally, like severely. And Hasan, he may have inflicted that on someone. I don't know if he thought about it like that, or what, or why he wanted to do this. But yeah, he may have done that to someone, and he didn't think twice. It's not really surprising, given what he has said regarding the rape of rich women. He says from a utilitarian perspective, it's better for rich women to be raped by rich boys over poor women. And what utility does it serve? Does someone need to be raped by rich boys, and therefore it's better to sacrifice a rich girl rather than a working girl who might have to take a few days off the job? Is that why it's why it's better from a utilitarian perspective, Hasan? Because I don't really get it. Is it because he loathes rich women? Does he have something against rich women specifically? Because he himself is a rich man. You know this. And while defending himself from people saying that it's bad for him to visit prostitutes and have sex with them, he and Ethan Klein make the claim that sex work is necessary, that it will always be part of society, and they don't really motivate why. Why is it necessary? Why do we need to make some women, especially, make some women the sacrifices who are there to abused and exploited by men? Because 90% or something like that of sex buyers are men, and realistically it's probably more. It's probably closer to at least 95%. Why do we have to sacrifice these women and the underage girls and some men too? Why do we need to sacrifice them for the pleasure of these men? Why are they more important? Because regardless of how safe you make it for a prostitute, regardless if you ensure she won't be physically harmed, you cannot say the same for her mental health or her psyche. As I've already stated, it is very damaging to have someone be intimate with you when you do not want it. There's no other way to look at it. You are essentially saying sacrifice of the few for the benefit of the many. But what is the benefit? What are we gaining here? Why are we sending these women to the slaughterhouse? Just to feed a few perverts? That doesn't make sense to me. So if someone could explain this, please, I would love to hear it. Thank you, and bye.